We all recognize Einstein as one of the greatest geniuses. His remarkable abilities allowed him to tackle previously unimaginable concepts and make them accessible to the world. Albert Einstein, a physicist, was known for his groundbreaking work, which included the theory of special relativity, EMC2, and the formulation of the photoelectric effect. His contributions earned him the Nobel Prize. Due to his extraordinary thinking and understanding, many believed that Einstein possessed a truly exceptional brain distinct from an ordinary human. Einstein himself acknowledged this perception. Due to this, he did not want any part of his body to be studied after his death. Instead, he had instructed that his body be cremated. Unfortunately, Einstein's fear became a reality. On April 13, 1955, when Einstein passed away at Princeton Hospital, the doctor who conducted the autopsy secretly took Einstein's brain because he was curious to understand what made the world's most fantastic genius tick. Dr. Harvey took Einstein's brain to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where he took many photos of the brain and cut it into 240 tiny pieces. He preserved each piece in separate jars and hid them all in his basement. Due to this, Dr. Harvey quarreled with his wife several times. His wife used to threaten him that she would throw the brain outside. One day, the quarrel escalated so much that both of them divorced. Dr. Harvey then went to Wichita, Kansas with the brain, where he started working as a medical supervisor in the biological testing lab. Time passed, but Dr. Harvey could not do any unique research on Einstein's brain. Instead, his medical license was canceled, and the situation became so bad that he had to start working in a plastics factory. At that point, he made a good decision. He sent different pieces of his brain to the best neurologists in the world for detailed research. 30 years after the brain was stolen, a study was published on Einstein's brain in 1985. For the next 28 years, many neurologists published several studies on this genius's brain, revealing that Einstein's brain was quite different from the ordinary human brain. The most significant difference was found in the corpus callosum. Knowing that the human brain is divided into two parts is essential. Everything a human does is processed in one part, and the brain signals to that part of the body. The left brain controls the right portion of the body, whereas the right brain controls the left. For 90% of humans, the left brain is responsible for speech, understanding, mathematical calculations, and writing. In contrast, the right brain is responsible for creativity, understanding shapes, art, and music. Now you must be thinking, what is the role of the corpus callosum? Imagine you are typing on a keyboard or mobile phone and both your hands are busy typing. Your left hand is typing some letters and your right is doing the same. While typing, your left hand makes a mistake and you quickly use your right hand to erase it. This means that when your right brain commits an error, it rectifies it by signaling the left brain. The corpus callosum is the link through which both halves of the brain are connected. Einstein's corpus callosum was larger than ordinary humans, meaning his left and right brains had a strong connection. Because of this, Einstein could imagine complex problems and situations. Apart from the difference in the corpus callosum, Einstein's brain pattern was quite different from others. Researchers believe that this was the reason for good neuron flow. A good flow of neurons means he had great power for mathematical calculations. Albert Einstein could solve complex mathematical problems in his head without using pen and paper. According to a research paper, another reason for the high number of neurons was that Einstein's brain weighed 1230 grams, compared to the typical 1400 grams for an average human. Researchers believe his brain's lining was thin, allowing it to contain more neurons. However, the biggest question was whether Einstein was born with such a unique brain or if there were changes afterward. Research has found that when Einstein was born, he started speaking after age 5, whereas other children began speaking at 2 or 3. Even after he started speaking, he didn't like to talk much and remained lost in his thoughts. He needed more memorizing power and found it challenging to learn simple multiplication tables. He was a master at processing math and numbers in logical ways rather than memorizing them. In his school life, although he failed in other subjects, he excelled in mathematics and science. When Albert Einstein was 12, a family tutor left his geometry book in his house. Surprisingly, Einstein read that book in one day and cleared his geometric concepts. He also became a master of integral and differential calculus at 14. His grasp of math and science was so firm that professors would become nervous when he raised his hand to ask questions, as Einstein's questions were often tricky even for teachers to understand. From a very young age, he wanted to encapsulate the laws of the universe in a small equation, which became his life's mission. At 26, Einstein published 4 research papers and surprised the world. He was awarded a PhD and Nobel Prize for his outstanding contributions to humanity. Without Einstein's thesis, science is incomplete. Many doctors and scientists concluded that Einstein's brain became special after birth. The biggest reason behind this was that when he couldn't find answers to his questions, he tried to see them with the help of his brain. Doing so, from a young age, especially developed his brain. Today, Einstein's brain is kept in America's Mutter Museum, preserved with great care in microscopic slides. I hope you will like this video of past journey.